The one kind of rational function that we do have a standard graph for is called an inverse variation. Inverse variation has the form of y equals k divided by x. The k is a constant. I mean, just fill it in. It could be anything. In this case, I'm going to say, for example, e.g., 6 over x. This is an inverse variation. Now, we actually did variations once before. We did it in section 2.3. It was called direct variation. A direct variation looks like this. Y equals k times x. So the reason they're called direct and inverse is because in a direct variation, because y and x are both in the numerator on both sides of the equation, when x gets bigger, y gets bigger. When x gets smaller, y gets smaller. But for an inverse variation, because the x is in the denominator, when x gets bigger, the denominator gets bigger, the fraction gets smaller. So y is smaller. And when x is smaller, y is bigger. They vary in different, inversely. One's getting bigger, the other one's getting smaller. So this is inverse and this is direct. And there's actually a whole bunch of stuff related to variations that we still have to do. That's in section 9.1, and we're going to go back. We'll treat that differently because it almost kind of stands apart from everything else we do with it. But this is an inverse variation. And we would like to know, what is that basic graph that it looks like?